Greetings everyone, I am Paul with many voices and welcome to the clusterfuck that is Mind Mogul. Oh, but trust me, this is nothing in comparison to what you can do with this game. Right, we are in the process of making polished gold plates. We need $32,000 to buy the casting furnace, which is something I really do want. But let's have a look at the missions. So this requires copper rods right away. And then iron rods on top of that. So I think it will make sense to purchase that for 6,000. As now, we can go back here again. I know, boring. Yeet. This is going to sort of create a problem, but we will fix that later. As I also bought an ingot straightening conveyor, which is almost mandatory, but definitely advisable for these. So, we'll do one straight. Two corners, going up once, going up twice, two more corners, and even though that does work, I always do like to end up with one straight. Right, we are now getting rods. And we now have the final thing. And of course, they will get polished at the end. So that's that sorted. Quick and easy fix for that. Now, we will need iron rods too. I know that for a fact, so oh, I don't have enough for that. Well, I do know that we have one more, because this was going to be the iron. Then we'll... I do think it's either 2, 3 long, but we'll do a fourth just to be sure. Then one straight, corner, corner, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need a ledge. We'll get a couple more ledges. I'd say 10. Oh. I'm an idiot. But that's okay. I'm an idiot, but that's okay. I need a ledge over here now. Yay. We'll have 1, 8, and 8, 4, 4. I need a crusher and a furnace. Crusher, furnace. Forgot about that. Because we have just the regular ores here. So we'll do 1 up. two up with two corners. And a blast furnace. And I do hope that this is long enough, because this is where... No. That is where the thing is. And then... Now that I have 6,000, I can purchase that. And we shall see that it's still one too short. As if I knew. So I need to go 2 back then. 2, 1, 1. In that case, I can do it like this then. 7. 7. Furnace. Straightening. Rod extruder. 6. And that's. And now I can turn on you. And you. And we're going to be making... iron rods as well. Preemptively. Because the next quest in the rods will also require copper rods, so we can just keep that going. And yes, that is what the rod straightening conveyor does. Quite simple, quite effective, if you ask me. And the rods will go through there, get polished as well, and we will be done. So, how about... we start working on this now. No, how about we start lighting up this place? And I know that I shouldn't be spending the money, but trust me, it's getting annoying to not have lights. So we'll do 50 lights for now. And trust me, you're going to love them. Throw them here. We'll throw one here. And I know that I said that I would get rid of those. And I know I haven't, but that's okay. One over there, we'll get one over... yeah, 2. We'll leave that for what it is. We'll throw in one here, because this is one of my places that I always put them in, like there too. And I just usually drop them off near miners, like this. We'll do it on this side, sure. Ah, it's the other way around. Don't care. Nothing to worry about. And this one is lit up already, but we'll just add in a little more. And this will be done for later. I don't need that. Anything else, perhaps, that I've been missing? I don't think there is. Right. So this goes through here. We'll throw a light here, too, sure. There. And why not shed a little light on the situation here. And even though this area is unused, we'll throw one there too. Just because. Right. Last time I bought a few cannons. And I want to use them. So, this is going to take a little bit of trial and error. As I want them to come out over here. So, this is the correct location. Now, it's actually a good thing that I have a little bit. Let's show you how it works. Boom. It just shoots it over to here. So, that's where the targets are for. Right there. So we'll throw in one here and a ledge. And then... Actually... Yes. Six... Ledge. Trust me, in the original playthrough, I laughed my ass off on just how incredibly silly it looked. Where did I make them meet up? I could just create something here. I hate when it does that. 7Q. So, if I were to throw in a curve here, and then 9. Where would that lead? Right into there, I believe. Perfect. So, second target, right here. Let's try it again. From the top this time. With some additional lights. So that one's over there. And that one's over there. So that works. Toss this back over there. We don't need that for now. That wasn't the original thing, though. I think that this is where I do want to have my first casting furnace. So when it comes to that... Oh wait, I think I even made a second. Yes, I did. I did make a second. That's what I did with it. Well, I wasn't here, but it doesn't matter. I remember now, so we're going to do that. Shake that table. So that goes in there. This too wasn't part of the original plan, but still. It goes flying straight to you. Yeah. No, wait. Not like that. Dumbass. 8. 6. No, because of course you would not need decent diamonds in there. But you know what? We're going to use this as a testing platform. All of this. So that's actually useful to have that. Now, on the contrary, what I need now is this is going to be iron. We already are working on the copper rods and the iron rods. Well, for now this is fairly useless. So, let's test out the system, shall we? With a couple of walls. Because this is why I bought the walls in the first place. Normally it's just 2 by 3, I believe, but if you press Q once, it's going to change. And I do believe you want the wood like that on the outside. So. And then by pressing Q again, you only get a single one tile thing. So you could say like that. And like that. You have a genuine tunnel here for this. That is fine. As for this though, well, you technically don't need this now. So what you could do, let's set you to 0 this time. Four, no, 0. This is the way that I want to. There. There. And yes, I could have just taken 1 instead, but oh well. So instead, oh, Q. Ah. So let us do just that. It is the other way around. There. There. And then also there. And just to be sure about this, so we'll have proper cannons set up. Yeah, I think that this ought to work. Shall we try it? For now, like this. So some stuff does go over. Good thing that I checked. And could I then also... Yes, I can. Though it's the other way around. So technically what you can also do is just keep the walls as your target. But the walls are a relatively new thing. And by the looks of it, it does work. So we already have the gems coming out. And the diamonds that were split off. So we have a working system of cannons. So now we have shoots and shooties. Do you really need cannons? Well, it's going to save you a couple of trial and error runs with your conveyors. And it's going to save you a bit of money on that. But still, do you really need them? Not quite. They're fun though. Oh. How the bloody hells did you get over there? Ah, yes. There. So it's not a perfectly flawless system, but the very rare occasions that it's not working properly, who cares? You know what? We'll add one more layer. Come on. There. Now that should work. Although, how the heck did you get through there? Right. As for that, we'll leave it at that. We will take out one thing here, and we will polish this money. $10,000 to go, and I'm not going to touch that. What are we in need of? Ooh. Indeed, this system. Well, I guess that I can buy a polisher. For that system particularly. Polisher. Okay, So that is sorted. And now that we have that system active, I will also activate this particular miner, as it's just coal. Yes, one more. And I have some additional coal right here. As I also never touched this coal. That coal from there, by the way, came from this place. Just never bothered to touch it. As for the iron, we'll leave it for now, once we start activating the iron casters and such. Carefully walk over here, because I don't want to destroy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 2 of those. We're going to need a lot of them. 2 quests are available. Master of Plates and Master of Rods. Well, we are doing plates right now, but we also need steel plates. But for that I want to start on the casting furnace first. So I guess, as boring as it sounds, I will have to bring you guys back. Unless I find a way to have some fun with this. I'll bring you guys back. Well, I found a solution. But it's not the perfect solution. However, we can make it perfect. But for that, I'm going to need to unlock the sorter basket lid. And purchase one. Also, yes, in the meantime, we do have close to $50,000. Which is perfect, because that leads us into the next project. Sorter baskets. There. Toggle. There. And for the finishing touch, a conveyor or 2 or 3, just to ensure that it goes all the way. Except I need a red gem, a ruby, because that is going to go through. That does not get sorted, so hopefully there was, but I was too late. Ooh. Found it. Just in the nick of time. Toggle. Toggle. 6, 5, 3. walls. There. And now it's perfect. Except it isn't, and I'm an idiot. Now it should be perfect. So, that gets blasted over to here. I don't even need the target, but I'm just going to keep it because, why not? It looks funny. That's not happening, that's not happening. How about, before we start activating the other miners over there, we get into the next thing, the casting furnace, and we need to buy 3 of those ingots. For those that have seen footage of the previous version, the Age of Steel update, previously these casting molds would be individual things, but now they are not. And as such, well, those are off. Going to be turning off these miners and the ones doing the iron here. And then we wait until all of the iron has been processed. And in the meantime, that. I do like these cannons though. They're funny, they're funky, and they somehow they work. Even the red gem should get past here. Whoop. Perfect 180 flip. Falls over there. Gets through there, gets polished, and goes onto the conveyor. Right. The casting furnace is freaking huge, as you can see. So we're going to need 1 additional straight piece to get in there. And for now we're going to start 1, 2, 3. We were doing iron rods here, which is fine. We still have a rolling mill. For now, yes. And we will do 1 more polisher. And I forgot to pick it up. It's gonna happen. So, 6. And for now we will just lead these over here. And I have 6 research tickets. It is time. 1, 2, and 3. It's time to get the merges. I will buy 25 for now. Do I need 25 right now? No. But ultimately, I will be replacing these ledges with merges as well, so... And you are going to take that place. 9. So, merges will take 2 or 3 inputs and put it into one output. So right now, if the stuff on the right would go to the left, it would merge in with the stuff coming up front and go to the left. But this does it the other way around. But by pressing Q, it's doing exactly what I want. So, 5. And then... Blink. 4, 9. There. And 6. Perfect. So for now, it's going to be as simple as one straight piece, although this might work as well. 2, 3, 4, 7. And now if I were to turn on all of the miners, which would include those as well, we are going to see a massive increase in iron output. And once I have enough getting put into this basket, which you can see over here, as you can see, it will require a lot more copper bits or iron bits or gold bits to get a full casting, but you will instantly get 3 ingots right away. And then there's that little thing. It says coal with one of those things. This particular casting mold will not be using that. But here we are, our first casting thing. There we go. And it's going to create iron plates just like before. So now we will have that and that. And as you can see, we're already almost back up to $32,000. Which means I could potentially relatively soon buy another one. Which I'm actually going to do. And we will go into... I don't want to do steel just yet, so... We're going to slightly optimize this. Oh man, look at that! That's so funny! And it's just going to be blasting out so much stuff. And if I wanted, of course, I could just not have this, but have that flung over to here as well, and then have a split up of coal as well to join up this particular belt, and then it would continue into that line over there. But you know what, this line is already being used so much. It's fine. It's fine. For now, let's look at the silliness that is the cannons. And the chutes. So we've got chutes and chutes. It shoots. It works. It's lovely. And we've got a massive influx of iron coming in. Hopefully it's going to be enough. Or not too much at least. Because we've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entire miners to the 2 that were already over there. And there are still a few more that we can grab. But I think I will have to split that up over there. Not a fan, to be honest. This is too much fun. Now, give me just 1 second while I check something. It's only section 2. I was gonna throw in a polisher. I have thrown in a polisher. I should throw in a polisher there. I should. Do this difference. There. So 7, 9. Now we'll get the most bang for our bucks. You're going to not fall off. Okay. So the downside of having too many plates merge is that ultimately it is just going to get a little bit messy. But for now I don't really care. So let us just purchase another casting furnace and 3 of those. And I've never done this. Let's see about expanding this operation. Let's see, how shall I do this? So obviously you're going to do that, because you will be that. I do want copper plates, and for now copper ingots as well. So we're going to need one rolling mill, heat, and I forgot to throw in guilds. I don't care. For now, that's fine. Let's see. Can I get you in as well? Six. And then 6 and 8. And 7. And 8. 6, 9. Oh, that's perfect. Now from this line we are producing bars, or ingots as they are called. I'm gonna call them bars because, you know, I'm silly like that. And rods, and copper plates. 3 in 1. Lovely. And in the meantime, I'll light up the situation a little more. And then next time, we're going to do the same for the guild that we already have. And we are already running into a problem. This shit has just been solved like that. 6. 5. No, that's still causing a problem. No, that is still causing a problem. Because it has to look good. And be functional at the same time. 9. 7. That's all to do the trick. Yes, I am satisfied with that. It's about as good as I can make it. With the limited space that I do have. As such. Oh, that does need to go there. There. Now, it should be fine. That's a rod over here. Now it's working as intended. Wonderful. Beautiful, yeah? So now, of course, this area is going to be visited by a lot more. That's fine. In the end, it's gonna get polished and gonna get thrown in here. And in the meantime, our cannon system seems to be working fine. Still, the occasional little bit falls off, but that's fine. As for here, seems to be working okay. As silly of a system as it is, when it works, it works. So with that, I am going to end off this episode here. As I place one more light right there. And I will, just for the hell of it, add a few more bits to the system here. And this one. Sadly, no big chunks, no clusters, but that's fine. And with that, I hope that you've enjoyed this silliness. I certainly did. I am Paul with many voices. I thank you all for watching. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.